Good evening, sir.
Evening. Please turn on your video before we start the class, everyone. So, in the afternoon, we have started with this chapter, right? The statistics, and we have completed the first exercise almost. Yeah, we'll continue the same. A class teacher, find the mean number of days. This is also the mean number. Okay. This both questions are also similar. Now we'll go to the next part. Just a moment. Let me open the textbook.
So that is done, na? Mean one.
What?
Mean one is done, na?
Yeah, mean one is done. Yeah. Now we are
So
doing the
you are about to give us one more sum and the class ended.
Yeah, in the afternoon class, yeah, I was supposed to give
Mm.
one more sum. I think I was trying. Wait, let me see what I. Yeah, we were solving this sum only, just ended and then the class ended. That's why I have not started the class again. Yeah,
Oh, okay, sir.
yeah. Now we are going to start with the next thing that is mode. Now, what is mode exactly? Do you know? Anyone knows what is mode?
So the middle term,
No,
uh, highest term minus lowest term.
no. What is mode if anyone knows?
The one with the highest recurrence.
Yeah, the one which has a highest recurrence and the one which has a highest frequency. Okay, which appears most of the time, right? If the readings are like this, means if you are measuring the height of someone, okay, and the heights were 155 centimeter, 157 centimeter, 157, 157, and 157, like this, and then there will be 156, and there is 158, and 152, like that. So what is the mode in this case? The mode is 157. Why? Because
157.
157 is appearing most of the time. The one which has the greatest frequency, that will be said as the mode of the class. Okay, fine. Now similarly, if you want to find the mode of a grouped data, okay, if you want to find the mode of a grouped data, so in that case we'll be using a formula to find the mode of a grouped data. Someone has been unmuted, please mute yourself. So if there is a grouped data, in that case we'll be using this formula to find the mode of the class. Means grouped data means, I hope you know what is group data. That is 20 to 25, 25, 25, 25 to 30, and so on, right? So in that, if this has the major frequency, suppose if it has 25 to 30, 30 to 35, and then 35 to 40, suppose this is your class, okay, and the frequency of this is 5, is 2, this is 10, this is 11, sorry, this is 4, okay. So the, you will say which is the mode in this, the term, the class of
30 to 85.
30 to 35, not 85. Yeah, 30 to 35, since it has the greatest frequency, right? But we don't have to say it from 30 to 35. We have to tell what is that reading which is coming most of the time, right? Either 32 or 33 or 34 or 31, like that. If we need that, so for that we'll be using this formula to find that exact value. What is the mode? Understood what we are going to do?
Yes,
Yeah, do not sing a song, okay? You have to say yes only. Fine, okay. So if you want to find mode, we'll be using this formula. Now in this formula, what all things you have? The L is the lower limit of the model class. Lower limit of the model class means if this is the model class, this will be a model class. What is the lower limit of the model class? This 30 is the lower limit of the model class, and this 35 is the upper limit of the model class. Okay, so L will be 30 in that case. H, size of the class interval. The size of the class interval will be, since it is from 30 to 35, the size is 5. Got it? Next, frequency of the model class, that is 10. Frequency of the class preceding the model class, that is 2. And frequency of the class succeeding the model class, that is 4. That means this is F0, this is F1, and this is F2. Got it?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So just you have to use this. You have to put it over here. and the value of h, as you know, that is the width of the class interval, and just put it and you'll get the value of mode. Understood?
Can you do one, sir?
Obviously, I'll be doing.
Yeah.
I will not be telling you only the formula and just go ahead, right? I'll be doing the example. Next is we'll solve some examples based on this. Yeah. Now, what you have, the following table shows the ages of a patient admitted in a hospital during a year. Okay. Find the mode and the mean of the data given above. Compare and interpret the two measures of central tendency. Okay. You have to find what? The mode and the mean. I hope you are aware how to find the mean. Okay. So I'll not be doing the mean again. I'll be finding only the mode.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Why there are always comments in between from you? Fine. I will solve. Now, over here, the following table shows the ages of a patients admitted in a hospital during a year. Okay, we'll make a table for this to find the mode. Okay, so as you know, if you want to find the mode, see which is the model class. We can say the model class is which one? The one which has the highest frequency. The model class is 35 to 45. Yes or no? The model class is 35 to 45, right? And if you want to find what is mode, the formula is L plus F1 minus F0. You can refer over here the formula which I have given. F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 F0 F2 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 bracket close and then into H. Okay. Now if I want to find what is mode in this case, L is the lower limit of the model class. This is your model class, right? The lower limit of the model
Sir,
class is, yeah.
this can go like in the bracket and this can become plus, na?
You're writing in a black color. I can't see it.
Okay, sir, I'll change it to white. Wait. Sir, if we make bracket over here, then we can put plus, na? Then it
Yeah.
will become more simpler.
No, but no need to do that. No need to do that. You
We
can do
can get
that.
like this,
Yeah,
na?
yeah,
Wait.
you can do that also, but it will be even more easy if you don't do anything, any brackets. It will be easy only.
Acha.
I will solve it. Now, L is what? The lower limit of the model class. The lower limit of the model class is 35 plus F1 minus F0. The value of F1. See, if this is your model class, this will be your F0, this will be your F1, and this will be your F2. Yeah. So F1 is 23 and F0 is 21. 23 minus 21 upon 2F1. 2F1 means 2 into F23 minus F0, that is 21, minus F2, that is 14. And into H, the class interval is 10. The width of the class interval is 10. Fine. So what we can do? 35 plus 23 minus 21, that is 2,
Two.
upon this is 46, minus 21 minus 14 will be minus 35 into 10. So this will be 35 plus 2 upon 46 minus 35.
20 upon 11.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 46 minus 35 is 11 into 10. So it is 35 plus 20 upon 11. We'll find what is the decimal number. 11
Sir,
and 20.
around 9.
11 upon. Please keep yourself on mute, Aditya. If it is required, if I ask any question, only then you have to say something. If suppose if everyone is start doing the same thing as you are doing, there are 19 participants in the class, right? There will be a lot of disturbances. That's why. Okay. Then this will be 9. If I put a point, 98, 88. This will be 2, 20. Again, what? Ones are 11. So it will just keep on repeating. 81, 81, 81. So answer is 35 plus 1.81. So answer is 36.81. So this is what your mode. Got it? So what we can say about this, compare and interpret the two measures of central tendency. So for the mode, what we can say is it was what the patients, no? So the maximum number of patients which were admitted were of the age, how much? 36.81. That's what we can interpret. Got it?
Sir, can we round it off to 37?
Yeah, you can round it off to 37, no problem. But if you keep it like this, you can write 36.8 also. If you want, you can keep it as 36.8. Yeah. And what you can interpret over here is the maximum number of patients which were admitted in the hospital in the hospital whereof the age 36.8 years. Got it? And whatever you get as the mean, so what we can cite, what you can interpret with that mean, the average age of a patient which was admitted in the hospital was that years. The maximum number of patients and the average age both are different. I hope you have understood. Yeah, that's the average and the number means what is the difference between the mode and the mean. Yeah, next. Yeah. The following data gives the information on the observed lifetime in hours of a 225 electrical components. Determine the model lifetime of a components. Again, you have to find the mode. Can you find the mode by yourself? I'll give you the formula on the screen. Please try to find the mode of this data which you have.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll move to the next. Navya, it's not.
Sir, is my answer correct?
Mridula, yes, it is right. Mahijit, I did not get your answer. Yeah, yeah, it's right. It's right, Mahijit. Okay. So anyone over here you want me to solve?
Yeah, sir.
You want me to solve this?
Yes.
Okay,
Didn't get
fine.
it.
Okay, fine. See over here, I'll solve it for you. You need to find what the mode of the mode. Mode means the the value which occurred maximum number of times. As you can see, the value with maximum, the frequency which has maximum, that is 61. So this is what your model class, right? This is what your model class. But what do you need? You need the mode. You need what? The mode of the data, right? So as per the formula which you have, yeah, this is what your formula to find the value of mode. As I've already told you, if this is your mode, then this will be F1, the value before it will be F0, and the value after it will be F2. Okay, L is the lower limit. The lower limit will be this L, and H is the class width. That's it. You just have to put the values. The class width is 60, lower limit. F1 is how much? 61 minus F0, that is 52, upon 2 F1. F1 is again 61 minus F0, that is 52, minus F2, that is 38, and into H, the class width 60 to 80, that means it is 20. It's a normal calculation. That's it. 60 plus 61 minus 52, 11 minus 2 is 9, upon 2 into 61, that is 122, minus 2 plus 8 is 10, and 8 9 90, into 20. So 60 plus 9 upon 2 minus 0 is 2, 12 minus 9 is 3, into 20. So this is 2 tens are, 2 ones are, 6 are, 2 fives are, 2 eights are, 5 nines are 45. So 60 plus 45 by 8. Then do the division of 45 and 8. 8 5s are 40. 5 carry over, point 0. Again, 8 6 are 48. 2 0. 8 2s are 16. 4. And then 8 5s are 40. 0. So 5.625. So 60 plus 5.625. What do you get?
Okay, I get
65.625.
little bit. I
Wrong.
got confused.
Okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise, everything is right?
yeah. That H I didn't understand.
Okay,
H.
fine. Yeah, clear. Very easy sum. This does not have anything to solve actually. Yeah, to find the mode. Now, the rest of the problems are also almost similar. See over here also, you just need to find the mode. The one which has the highest number of frequency, take that value and just solve it. Okay, the same it is. And the further problems which you have, these are almost same. All the problems are same. If you once you get the how to solve it, everything is same. Even this is same. So I would ask that please solve this as your homework. Interpret the two measures. You have to find the mode and the mean. Okay, and after that you have to write a statement. What is the maximum number of what is number of students per teacher, and this is number of states or union territories, right? You have to write a statement. What is the this is the maximum number of teachers per student you have in this country or in this state, like that. Okay, the next is everything is same only. Okay, now we'll do the next thing. What is median? Median.
The done mod.
Yeah,
Mod.
mod is done. Mod is very easy. You only
Okay.
need to do that formula and just put the values and get the mode. Clear? Have any doubt in this? It's the same kind of, all the problems are almost same. Yeah? You only need to understand how to apply that formula. That's it. Okay? Now the next thing is median. Now what is median, if anyone can tell?
The middle value of the series.
I hope rest of the students are also there in the class, or only Aditya Verma is there. Yeah? Can anyone tell me can any other student tell me what is median? Can unmute and tell.
Sir, it's almost like the middle number of the. It's
Okay.
almost the middle number.
Okay. Fine. If I write 4, 2, 1, 5, and 6, what is the median?
One,
Okay. Navya, what is the median?
One.
Swanandi, Anushka,
One.
Anush.
One.
I hope you have learned median in class ninth also. Or this is the first time you are
But
learning.
shouldn't they be in ascending order?
First, sir, we have to first arrange it.
Yes. First, we have to arrange the data in the ascending order, right? Ascending or descending, both are fine. Okay? Means if this data is given, you have to write this data in ascending or descending order. That is 1, comma 2, comma 4, comma 5, comma and then 6. Okay? Once you arrange it in the ascending order and then the middle reading, that will be what your median. Clear?
Yes.
You have learned this in your class ninth or not?
Learn.
Then fine. If you have data like this 11, 22, 44, 55, 33, 26. Yeah, what is the mode? What is the median now?
26. The middle two values upon 2.
Exactly. Right? When you have even number of readings, at that time the median will be, you have to take the average of the two readings. Right? If we arrange this reading in a ascending order, it will be 11, 22, 26, 33, 44, and 55. Now the problem is, if we take the middle values, there will be two readings over here, right? So what you have to do, you have to take the average of these two, and whatever the value will come, that will be what your median. Got it? Yeah. Fine. Mahij is the only one who reacts very properly in the video. He nods his face very nicely, like this. Otherwise, there are many students who, if I say yes, they will say very slowly yes. I can't hear it and I can't even understand with your facial expression. Okay, the next. So this was the basic thing about the median. Now let us learn about median. There will be a grouped median. If there is a grouped data, how we will find the median? Median for grouped data. Median for grouped data. I'll take an example. Wait. Or I'll directly take an example from the exercise. I'll explain you over there only. You can write down this formula in your notebook, or you can just, if you have your textbook, and then open it and just mark it. This will be the formula to
So
find the, yeah,
I'll write it.
yeah, to find the median of a grouped data. We'll be using this formula.
So this is 1 or L?
L. L is again the lower limit of the median class.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, how you will identify the median class now? Any guesses?
So we have to arrange it and then we have to take the middle one.
But if it is a grouped data, fine. I'll ask you in the example only. Fine.
So frequencies we will do upon this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. We'll explain you. Let's take the example from the exercise. Just a moment. Now, over here in this question, what they have said, the following frequency distribution gives the monthly consumption of electricity of 68 consumers of a locality. Find the median, mean, and mode of the data and compare them. We know how to find the mean and mode, right? So I will not be doing that in this question. We'll be finding only the median in this question. Fine. Now, to find the median, what we have to do? First, we have to convert the given table into a cumulative frequency table. Now, why is that? I will explain you that also. But wait, let me make a table, then I'll explain. Okay. So the readings which they have given, they have given the monthly consumption, yeah, and they have given number of consumers, yeah. So whatever they have given, that is 65 to 85, then 85 to 105, then it is 105 to 125, it is 125 to 145, 145 to 165, and then 165 to 185, and 185 to 205. This is what they have given. Their number of customers which they have is 4, 5, 13, 4, 5, 13, 20, 14, and 8, 4. Right? This is what the number of consumers which you have. Now you have to make a cumulative frequency in this. Now why cumulative frequency? That also I will explain. See, if you make a cumulative frequency means this is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 13 is how much? 22, yeah, 22 plus 20, 42, 42 plus 14, 66, then 6 plus 8, 14, 74, 74 plus 4, that is,
So it
uh,
will be 56K.
which one? Yeah,
14.
yeah, 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 sorry. 42 plus 14, 4 plus 2 is 6 and 4 plus 1 is 5. 56, 56 plus 8, that is 66 and 64. 64 plus 4 will be 68. Yeah. So this is what your cumulative frequency. Now the total frequency is 68, right? What is half of 68? That is 34, right? So 34th reading, where it will be? The 34th reading will be over here, and this will be what your median class. Now how many of you did not understand what is 34 and how it became median class. How many of you have not understood? You can raise your hands. Why this is the median class? If you have not understood, you can raise your hands. Or everyone understood? I will be asking the question. You have to raise your hand if you have not understood.
But there is one formula like n plus 1 by 2. It's 7 plus 1 by 2, so it will be the fourth one.
Okay, fine. That is different, but what I am asking, that is different. See why this will be okay if you use that formula also, but why this will be a median class, even if you use that formula. Yeah. Now, what I was asking was why this will be the median class? Why this will only be the median class? Because, see, if you have readings like this, suppose if I'm writing a readings like this, that is 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, right? If I have written like this readings, okay, which will be the median? What you will do the total count. How many readings you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there are 14 readings, right? So the 7th and the 8th will be the middle two readings, right?
7,
Fine. What?
6 and 7.
Okay, fine. Suppose over here it is, yeah, I have not told you the how to take the middle reading also, median reading. Suppose if you have the four readings, okay, that is 2 comma 4 comma 5 comma 7. These are the four readings. So which one will be the median? Over here there are two readings in between, right? 4 and 5. So you'll take the average of both. That will be 4.5, right? 4.5. But how do you take it? There are when there are even number of readings, right? When n is even, when n is even, at that time is given by your median is given by n by tooth observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. Are you getting it? The median is given
So
by,
n plus 1 upon 2. No?
no, n by 2 plus 1.
1 is separate number.
Yeah, separate. Yeah, it will be n by 2 plus 1th observation. Yeah. See, if I want to write it properly for this data, as we are doing, if I put the value of over here, the number of readings are how many? There are four readings, right? If you write 4 by 2, that will be 2. That is tooth observation. That is the second observation. You will take this. And if you write n as 4 over here, so it will be 4 by 2, that is 2. 2 plus 1, that is third. That means third observation, that is 5. You take the average of these two, and that will be your median. Understood? I'm just giving an example. If there are 4 readings, if there are 26 readings, then which you will take? If n is if n is 26, which is even, so which two readings you have to take for average? That is n by tooth observation, that is 26 by tooth observation plus 26 by 2 plus 1th observation, and that you have to divide it by 2 to get the median. That is 13th observation plus 14th observation and divided by 2. So whatever the answer comes, that will be your median. Understood? Yeah, when n is even, at that time what you will take to find the median? You can write this down in your notebook. To find the median when n is even, at that time it will be n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. Please write it in your notebook. Done? Okay. Also when n is odd, okay, also when n is odd, so if I give you an example of odd number of observations, suppose if you have the observations as 5, 10 and 12, right? If I have give you only 3 readings, so which will be the median? You will easily say that is 10. That is the second observation. But how do you get this? If n is odd, then your median will be what? N plus 1 by 2 observation. That's what your median. Aditya Verma, did you get it? When it is n plus 1 by 2?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
That only I had out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what. See, if you put n as, see now, oh, how many readings you have? This is first reading, this is second reading, and this is the third reading, right? You have total three readings. So if you put 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 2 is 2. So that is second observation will be your median, and that's what your median. Understood? When to
Yes.
use n plus 1 by 2 and when to use n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. I have told you with example so that you can remember it. You should not get confused. That's why I've given you with example. Suppose if there are 15 observations. Okay, there are 15 observations. So which one will be the median?
Eighth one.
Which one?
Eighth one.
Eighth one. Right.
Eighth one.
15 plus 1 divided by 2. That gives you 8 and that will be your median. Understood? When n is odd and when n is even. Yeah? Okay. Now I was discussing about this question. Wait, I'll take this question. Yeah. Now over here, how many readings you have? Total 68. So over here, your n is 68, which is even. Which is what? Even. So your median will be what? N by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation by 2. That is 68 by 2 observation plus 68 by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. That gives you 34th observation plus 35th observation divided by 2. Got it? Do not add 34 and 35 and divided by 2. These are observation numbers. That's why I'm writing observation and observation.
But you just divided it.
Yeah?
You divided it, but
Where I have divided it?
below.
No, it's still not, it's still divided by 2. That does not mean I have divided it. You have to write the 34th observation and the 35th observation. Now, as you can see, the cumulative frequency, as you can see over here, see the 22nd observation. See, if I write this data, okay, wait. Suppose I don't know where is the median. Okay, what I know, the first four readings are from 65 to 85 monthly consumption, which they have. The first four readings. It can be like this. That is, the first one is 65, or then the 67, and then 80, and then 82. Right? This is how you will have the first four readings. Then only the number of frequency will be this. Understood? This is just a random data which I'm writing, just for understanding purpose. Then what I will write? There is five readings from 85 to 105. So again, I'll write 86 and 87 and so on. Right? So which one will be the median reading? The 34th observation plus 35th observation divided by 2. So where you will have the 34th observation? So up to 22nd observation, there will be up to 105 to 125. 23rd observation will be from 125 to 145. 24th, 25th, 26th, and so on up to 42nd observation. All of them will be from this. Yes or no? Are you getting it? Yeah. So what do we need? We need the 34th observation and 35th observation. Now what is the 34th observation and the 35th observation? The 34th and 35th observation both will come in this. So that's why this class will be said as what? Your median class. Understood? But we don't know exactly what is the median. Means the median will lie between 125 to 145, but we do not know what exactly is the median. Is it 130 or 135 or 140 or 142, whatever? We don't know that. So to find that, we'll be using that formula. How many of you are understanding what I'm trying to explain? So what exactly you're not
Sir,
understood?
can you go down for
Yeah,
my sir in 34th and 35th observation?
yeah.
I am not understanding this.
Acha, 34th. I've just divided this 68 by 2. 34th.
What will be the number?
Yeah,
Me-
what will be the number? That we don't know. That will lie between 125 to 145. Because we exactly do not know no, what is the 34th reading and what is the 35th reading. Because they have given 125 to 145, the monthly consumption is there, and there are number of how many consumers you have, 20 consumers like that. So we do not know exactly what is the 34th observation and what is the 35th observation. We do not know it. And that's what we are going to predict it by using a formula. That will be nearly equal to what was exactly. Got it or not?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Fine. At least we know that is this is the median class. You should be understanding which is the median class and why it is a median class. That's the only thing you should understand. After that, I'll explain how to solve. How many of you have understood why this is the median class? Please raise your hands. How many of you have understood that why this is a median class? Please raise your hands. Okay, okay. Cover your, yeah, fine. Everyone understood, fine. Everyone, please lower down your hands. Okay. Now say we got it that this is what your median class, right? Now to find the median, as I have told you, see, we will not be solving this. We don't know what is the 35th or 4th observation, what is the 35th observation. What you need to see is where the 34th observation will come and where the 35th observation will come. The both of them will come in this only. Getting it? Yeah, the 34th and 35th observation both will come in this only. Now, to find the median, as I've given you the formula where it is, yeah, this is the formula which we'll be using to find the median. Okay, to find the median. Now, what all these things are, you see to it. L is the lower limit of the median class. You know what is the median class? So whatever the lower limit of that median class, you put that as L. N is the number of observation, the total number of observation which you have. What is CF? Cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. Preceding means just before the median class. If this is the median class, what is the cumulative frequency of just preceding the median class? That is this. Understood? Yes or no? Cumulative frequency of a class just preceding. Preceding means उससे पहले. Got it? Just preceding. Just preceding the median class. F is what frequency of the median class, and H is the class size. That is from 20 to 40, 40 to 80, like that. Whatever the class width is. Okay. So now we'll be using this formula to find the median. So your median equals L. What is L? L is the lower limit of the median class. So the lower limit of the median class is how much? 125? Yes or no? We'll take that. Plus n by 2. N is the total number of frequencies. The total number of frequency you will get in the cumulative frequency only, the last value. Because if you add all of them, you will get 68. Got it? Yeah. So your n is 68 by 2 minus your cumulative frequency of which class? Just preceding the median class. That is 22. Upon f. F is what? Frequency of the median class. The frequency of the median class is how much? 20. Yes or no? Into the class width. What is the class width? 65 to 85, 125 to 145, that is 20. The class width is 20. Just solve this, you will get the median value. Okay, 125 plus 68 by 2, that is 34 minus 22 upon 20 into 20. So this 20 and 20 will get cancelled. So this will be 125 plus 4 minus 2 is 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. So 125 plus 12, that is 137. So this is what your median reading. Got it? So this will be the middle value of the reading. Means whatever readings they have taken. So the median value will be almost 137. Got it? Even without having the readings, we can find what was the median. How many of you have understood? Please raise your hands. I still see a confused face. How many of you are getting? Yeah. Now the next question is, just a moment. Over here, this question, what they have given? If the median of the distribution given below is 28.5, find the values of x and y both. There are two unknowns in it. Okay? They have given you the median. You have to find the values of x and y both. Let's solve it. We'll make a table now over here. Yeah, what all values you have? Class interval. Over here you have frequency. And over here what you will have? What you have to write the median?
Cumulative frequency.
Yeah, cumulative frequency. Yeah. So the readings which you have is from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and then 50 to 60. Yeah. And then over here the frequencies are 5, x, 20, 15, y,
Oh,
5. Yeah.
so, but the median actually it matters, like of the middle part. So X and Y, how we'll find them?
We'll find it, no? Because they have already given, they have given the value of median, no? So using that we'll be finding it.
Okay.
Yeah. So now how we will write the cumulative frequency? This will be 5. This will be 5 plus x. This will be 5 plus x plus 20. That will be 25 plus x. This will be 25 plus 15. That is 30. 40 plus x. This will be 40 plus x plus y. And this will be 45 plus x plus y. Fine. This will be what your cumulative frequency. Yeah. This is what you have. Wait. Did they give you any other thing? Wait. If the median of the distribution given below, find the values of, no, they have given this as 60. Yeah. The total also they have given. That means sum of all this should be equal to 50. That means this value should be equal to 50, no? 60, sorry. 45 plus x plus y should be equal to 60. Yes or no? Because the sum of all of them is 60 they have given. So what we can say, x plus y is equals to how much? 15. We got one equation. We'll need one more equation. From the median data which we have, from that you will get one equation, and then you have to solve the two equation, and then you'll get the values of x and y. Yeah. Now to make the other equation is the task using the formula. Okay. Now since the total number of readings are 60, so which will be the median? Which observations will be the median?
So can you scroll little bit down? Huh. So 20 and 20 to 30 and 30 to 40.
So 20 to 30, 30 to 40.
See, they have already given the median 28.5. So 28.5 is there in this between. So that's why the median class is this only. Understood? This will be the only median class. It cannot be any other one. Understood? Because we don't know the value of x. No, how do we get which will be the median class? We do not know, right? We know that it will be the 30th observation and the 31st observation. The average of 30th observation and 31st observation will be the median. But how do we know which will be where the 30th observation will come? We don't know that, right? But if we know where is the median, we can get where will be the median class. Getting it? Yeah, please nod your face, everyone, if you are getting it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nod your face, I said. Okay. Yeah, slowly, slowly. Next is, yeah. So over here, the median class will be there. Now, we know for the median, the formula is to find the median. What is the formula? L plus n by 2 minus CF by the whole divided by the frequency into H, right? We know what is the median. The median is 28.5. The lower limit of the median class is 20 plus n by 2. The total observations are 60. So 60 by 2, that is 60 by 2 minus cumulative frequency of the class just preceding the median class, that is 5 plus x in bracket divided by frequency of the median class 25 plus x. Wait, that's the cumulative frequency. Frequency of the median class is 20 and into h is the class width, that is 10. Clear? So this is 28.5 will be equal to 20 plus 30 minus 5 minus x by 20 into 10. This 0 will get cancelled. This 20 comes on this side. It will be 8.5 will be equal to 30 minus 5 minus x by 2. This 2 goes on that side. It will be 17 equals 30 minus 5, that is 25 minus x. X goes on that side. 17 comes on this side. Then the value of x will be 15 minus 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. So it will be 8. Got it? Yeah. Once you get the value of x as 8 from equation 1, we know this from equation 1. Oh, so using this equation, you can get what will be the value of y. The value of y will be 7. Okay. Now we'll do the next. Over here, a life insurance agent found the following data for distribution of ages of 100 policy holder. Calculate the median age if policies are given only to person having age 18 year onwards but less than 16 years. Fine. So below 20, below 25, below 30, they have given like this, right? So how you will write the class interval? See, if this is below 20, that means it is from 18 to 20 because the policies are given from the age of 18 only. This is 25. Below 25 they have given, no? So it will be 20 to 25. Yeah. But the number of policy holders they have given, this is complete 100, right? Daksh, you can lower down your hand. Yeah. So over here also you have to subtract. This is total two holders. It will be in total in the 25 below there were total 6. So from 20 to 25 you have to subtract this. That is 6 minus 2, that gives you 4. So the number of holders, policy holders in the age of 20 to 25 are 4. Understood? Yeah. The next, from below 30, that means from 25 to 30. And from over here what you will do, you will subtract 24 minus 6. This reading is actually the cumulative reading. Got it? So you will subtract it like this. 24 minus 6 is how much? 18. So over here this is 18. Similarly, you'll do for all of them. So that is 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, and 55 to 60. And over here also you will subtract 100 minus 98, that is 2. 98 minus 92, that is 6. 92 minus 89, that is 3. Getting it? 92 minus 89, 3. 89 minus 78, 9 minus 8, 1. 8 minus 7, 1. 11. 8 minus 5, 3. 7 minus 4, 3. Yeah. After that, 5 minus 4, 1. 4 minus 2, 2. So these are the actual frequencies, the frequencies which we usually write. Are you getting it? Yeah, everyone
Yes,
getting
sir.
it, no? That's it. Otherwise, the rest of the sum is almost the same. The only change which you had was this. You have to find the frequencies and the this values also, the class intervals. Clear? Rest of the sum you can do it by your own. Yes or no? To find the mean, median, and mode. Yeah. Fine. I think everyone have not joined. The class was ended by mistake. I think.
No, it is like the 40-minute time, no?
No, no. Actually, it got disconnected. Fine. What we will do, we'll continue this class in the next class. Okay. This
Hmm.
we will continue this in the next class. Yeah.
Solve and keep it. Answer that PDF. Can you send it?
Yeah. Yeah. You'll get it by today night. You'll get it. Yeah. I'll be sending it now. Now only. Okay. You'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll continue this in the next class since all of you have not joined and there is only 5 minutes left. Okay. Chalo then.
Hmm.
Bye bye everyone. Good night.
Hi, sir. Thank you, sir.
Guys, thank you, sir.